What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a very special episode of The Lion's Den today. My name is Jack, and this is probably the first time you've seen me because I normally don't use a webcam, like ever. In fact, I was filming with this thing for like a half hour before I got it to work to a capacity that I was happy with. But today, doing kind of a special video because on June 30th this month, it will be 1 year since my original announcement video that I was joining the channel. So I thought we'd take a minute, kind of step back, talk a little bit about the year on the channel, a little bit more about me personally, and kind of explain just a little bit about who I am and what I'm doing here on the channel. In the background, I just got some one of my Dark Souls episodes that's already uploaded, just because I couldn't make my webcam. The aspect ratio on this webcam is not correct. It's not 16:9. I believe it's it looks like some kind of square aspect ratio. Anyways, so that's what you got going on. Not really important. No real sound needed. I'll just put some music on in the background. But other than that, so I joined Nerdsmerized in June of last year, and since then we've done a lot. I've made, I believe, close to 30 videos. Not counting like group project stuff like the podcast, and it's been an amazing time. I've been making videos now on YouTube for, I'd say, almost a year and a half, close to a little over a year and a half, and it's been a fun time. It's something that I've wanted to do for a very long time, and I didn't really have the confidence or the initiative to do it until recently, which is kind of just like a theme in my personal life. Things have really evolved for me personally in the last 2.5, 3 years. And that's helped me to get to the point where I finally just took that and started making content. And so we'll get into that. First thing I would like to say is a big thank you to Andrew, and a big thank you to my brother Jesse Tiv. They've been supportive the whole way through, helped me out when I had issues. They've been there the whole time, watching videos, leaving likes, commenting, telling me bad and good things. And, you know, Andrew specifically has been a fucking homie out the ass. And it's been fantastic to work alongside him and help to grow this channel. Even though, you know, only videos like reaction videos are what are getting the most views generally. You know, my videos don't get insane numbers really all the time. There are only a couple of them that broke 100 views. But I'm okay with that. I don't mind that. I like to just make videos, and seeing the people who do watch that seem to enjoy it is rewarding of itself for me. I'm not expecting any kind of payout from doing this. I do it because I like to make videos. So, big thank you to Andrew. It's been fantastic to work with you, and I'm looking forward to the years to come on Nerdsmerized. And I think it's been a pretty successful first year. I really do. So, a little bit more about me. I'm 19. I just finished my first year in college. I work with my brother Jesse Tiv. We run our own business with my dad, and we've been doing that for a couple years now. And I think the biggest thing that happened to me in the last year since I joined Nerdsmerized, I've actually, even though you can still tell I'm a pretty big guy, I've been really caught up in dieting and bettering myself physically. If you don't know about the ketogenic diet, you don't know about keto or anything like that, and you're trying to lose weight healthily, it's something that I insanely recommend. It's something that I'm going to be a big proponent of. Hopefully, if I ever generate a voice or an audience, that is something that I'm going to promote and, you know, just espout the benefits of pretty much till the end of days, because I started doing keto around 6 months ago, end of last year, like November-ish, and since then I've lost about 120 pounds. And keep in mind, I was very big, very overweight, and I still have, I would say right now, I'm still about 150, 160 pounds away from my goal weight, which is about 220. So that gives you some perspective. I was very, very, very unhealthily overweight, and that was due to a lot of factors, mainly being that I was kind of just, a lot of it was genetic, but also some factors relating to when I first started high school. I was an athlete for a long time, but then things kind of fell apart. I was in a very dark place for a long time, for like 3 years, and you know, it took a lot to get me out of there. And once I did, that's when things started to turn around. Kind of these last 2 years are a result of simply just being fed up with being depressed or having these issues and not being able to advance. I was failing in high school, even though I'm a fairly intelligent person. And to people who are struggling with that, all I can say is, no matter what your problems are, weight loss, school, relationships, whatever it is that's holding you down, and you're struggling mentally, it really is cliche to say, but you do have to keep pushing. And for me, I stopped trying for a while, and that's when things got pretty out of hand. I became very antisocial. My only release was playing video games, playing with friends. That was the only time I was able to step away from that and feel better. And now I find joy in a lot of things. I find joy in audiobooks, podcasts, making YouTube videos. I love playing golf. I love getting out and working with my brother and my dad. It's fulfilling. It's a good way to make money. And, I finally realized that I just had to surround myself with better people. And that was the first major step, to have that positive influence that pushed me to try more things and to continue to strive and improve. And I finally, I managed to claw my way out of high school and into college, and I'm doing well in community college. I'm doing well mentally. I'm actually probably in the best mental state I have ever been. And that's considering I've gone through a lot when I was younger in terms of school and dealing with other people. I was big from a young age. I'm 6'2" now, but when I was younger, my growth was highly accelerated. I was like 5 feet plus after 2nd grade. So I was never really treated too well by other kids, something I had to deal with. But this last 6 months especially has been a huge change in my whole outlook on everything. And now I'm more passionate than ever, especially about stuff like making videos on the channel. It's one of my favorite things to do. And in general, I'm just I'm more driven than I ever really gave myself credit for being. I'm naturally a pretty stubborn person. I'm sure that comes across if you watch some of my Dark Souls videos. I like to hit my head with that brick wall, and I'm very convinced that eventually the brick wall will break before I do. And while that can be a negative thing for sure, I think that it's a skill in life to apply those flaws in such a way that they become benefits. And right now, I'm applying my stubborn-ass piece of shit nature in such a way that I've been able to do what is a very restricted diet for 6 months, never really broke it at all. I've been in ketosis forever. There's only been a couple times that I've even cheated, and that was only when, I finally gave into the fact that it was, my birthday, or, I was seeing friends I hadn't seen in years. And even then, it's a lifestyle thing, right? That's how that's how I've been able to process these changes with myself and my diet, is that my whole keto is not, I'm gonna do it for 2 years, lose the weight, and then be done. I'll live this lifestyle, for the foreseeable future. I won't be consuming mass amounts of sugar or carbs, at all anymore. I'll definitely, once I get down to my goal weight, which I will continue to push till I get there. I will obviously try and relax things a little bit and be able to enjoy myself a little bit more. I won't be as critical if I have cheats or anything. But, you look at someone like Terry Crews. He does keto, and that man is fucking shredded. And he still does keto every week. He still does fasting. He doesn't eat till 2 o'clock. And, you look at him, he's in fantastic shape. That's because he's adapted a lifestyle. And that's what I'm doing. I'm adapting a lifestyle. So, I do think that this channel has been a big positive influence on me. Because I feel like it's an outlet, right? I can talk to you guys. I can talk about anything. I could put my thoughts into a video, post it, and even if it only gets 20 views, I know those 20 people heard my opinion, and that's 20 more people than would have heard it otherwise. And I think it's been a very positive influence in that regard, because I feel like I have a way to just let it out. I can talk about whatever I want. And while most of that is around, gaming news or critiques or reviews, stuff like the podcast or my previous playthroughs, what I'm doing Dark Souls right now, I definitely get to just allow my thoughts to be free. And it's almost in a way, I guess I kind of use it almost like what I would use a blog for. And frankly, I probably should start something like that, some kind of web journal. Something where I can just write a little thought piece every week. That'd probably be pretty good, because I don't know if you noticed, I like to talk. I have a lot of opinions, I have a lot of thoughts, and I don't always take the time to make videos. And that's probably something I'll look into. overall, for my first year on the channel, it's been fantastic. I mean, some of my favorite videos I've gone to do, that whole Battle of the Hero Shooters series, I really like because it was I'd never done full-on scripting before, and that was the first time I fully scripted, pre-wrote, filmed, recorded, edited, and released a video like that. And I did 5 of them like that. And while my style has definitely evolved, I mostly do things more freeform now because I find it to be more comfortable, comes out a little more natural. I'm very glad I did that because I exposed myself to a totally different style of video making. And I liked it. I liked it a lot. It definitely turned out not to be something I wanted to focus on, but I still enjoyed it. So Nerdsmerized has offered me opportunities that I wouldn't have had otherwise. My personal channel has only 30 subscribers, and I put out a lot of videos on that channel before I got picked up by Andrew, and I haven't really used the channel since. I've been putting most of my effort into Nerdsmerized. Pretty much all my video making efforts gone into Nerdsmerized. And while that's not necessarily probably the smartest thing, because ultimately this is not my channel, and I want to be able to eventually split off and do my own thing, that would be the goal, right? I also love this community, and I love working with Andrew and Jesse to the point where I'm willing to put that energy and effort into this channel for an extended period of time and not really worry about the fact that I'm not attaining any personal growth out of it. That's not really my goal, right? And I think that's kind of the sentiment everyone's got. Andrew's a very straightforward, honest dude, and you know, if the channel ever started to grow, we started to generate numbers, money, anything like that, we'd cross that bridge and make sure everyone's got their fair share. And even though, you know, Jesse Tiv, he hasn't made videos in a while, and I know that. You guys gotta understand, not only is he's super busy, I am just an intern as far as it goes with this company that we run, but he very much runs it himself, and alongside my dad, and he does baseball, he's a coach, so his schedule is insane. It's very rare he finds some free time. So stuff like the podcast, helping out occasionally with videos with me, has kind of been something that's what he's been able to do. And it's not like he's just like stopped making videos. It's just, you know, how it's gone. But yeah, man, it's just hard to believe it's been 1 year already. These last few years in general have been crazy fast. They've gone by just before I can even imagine. And you know, now I'm looking at my second year of college. I'm looking at, you know, making better and better YouTube videos. Every single upload, I feel like I'm getting better. My playthroughs are getting better, my serious videos are getting better, my reviews are getting better. Hosting the podcast is something that I thought I would struggle with, but I think I've stepped into really well as like an initiator of discussion, and I love that. That's awesome. And I hope to continue to grow and evolve my content over the next year, and then most importantly, grow and evolve myself. You know, maybe I'll do more videos about my diet, talk a little bit more about keto if you guys are interested. I think it's a very interesting concept. It's something that's completely changed not only my life, but also my dad's life, because my dad's gone through this with me. And yeah, I think the results speak for itself. I can confidently say that I've lost as much weight as I have in 6 months because of my own determination and the rules set out by my dietitian for staying in ketosis. And you know, now things are to the point where I'm in more of the lifestyle mode. I'm not as hardcore as I was initially. Like I do eat some fruit. I try to stay like low glycemic index fruit. I don't really generally eat any carbs. A big thing I can recommend right away is I love G Fuel. G Fuel has been an absolute game changer for me. I used to drink a lot of coffee, a lot of energy drinks, a lot of soda. I kicked soda and energy drinks actually like 3 months before I started the diet, which was a big deal. I drink sparkling water now mainly. Highly recommend sparkling water. It's something you kind of gotta develop a taste for, but once you do, brands like LaCroix, Bubbly, fantastic. I love it. It's cheap too. It's the same price as soda, so you really don't have an excuse, especially because you can just, you know, throw them down, no problem. I'm actually gonna have a sip here real quick. Ah, it's not cold anymore. That's a little bit disappointing. But where was I just thinking? G Fuel. G Fuel has been a pretty big game changer for me because it's got like it uses a sweetener. I believe it uses I want to say it's either sucralose or sorbitol. But while you should generally stay away from artificial sweeteners, it's like 2 grams a serving, and then it has a bunch of vitamins and antioxidants that I would be missing out on because I'm not eating a whole lot of fruit right now because I'm trying to stay away from sugars in general. So G Fuel has been a big deal for me. It's my caffeine in the morning, and I basically wake up and drink a big ass cup of water with my G Fuel every morning. And I eat breakfast. I do intermittent fasting as well. I don't eat dinner during the week. I'll eat a breakfast, then like a later lunch. Like, just to give you some perspective, it's like 3:30 right now, and I'm going to go cook my lunch right now. And then I won't eat anything the rest of the night. So, I'd love to do more videos about keto. It's been an interesting journey. I thought it was going to be weird. I thought it was going to be hard to adjust because you think about it, bread, potatoes, corn, stuff like that is like so common. So like eating out, it's hard to find things that don't have bread, stuff like that. But I've adapted pretty well. I will either eat a salad or I'll snack on like beef jerky and like some cashews and an apple. And I figured out weird ways to make it work, and it's worked out just fine. So, highly recommend it. I want to do more stuff about keto, but I don't want to drag this video on too long. Mostly what I want to say, just to kind of cap things off, is just a big thank you to everybody who watches the videos, likes, leaves comments. Even if you don't leave a comment, just kind of sitting down and watching the video is enough for me. Like I said, it's mainly for me to be able to feel like my voice is out there. And even if, I don't really penetrate that deeply into bigger communities, stuff like Destiny or Rainbow Six, my videos, they definitely don't get the viewership that, to be honest, I think they should, because I think I make fairly good content overall. Like I said, I still just like making them. That's ultimately what it comes down to, and you guys are a constant driving force to me. It's hard to, I guess it's kind of hard to put into words, but it's hard to be lazy when you know there are people who look forward to your videos. So it's a singular way of being driven and focused, and it makes you want to work harder, because now you know that there are people who watch your videos and get entertainment from your videos, and it makes you better, it makes you drive harder, and it's definitely been an overwhelming positive for me that people do like to watch my videos, even if it's only a handful of you guys. So, year 1 of Nerdsmerized in the bag. Hopefully year 2 is just as great, and hopefully we continue to grow together. If you guys want to see me make any more videos about my diet or about my personal life, or you want to see more games, any games that I haven't covered here on the channel and you want me to take a look at, leave me a comment and I'll take a look, and I'll start doing more stuff that you guys want to see. I'll make videos for you guys. It's not a big deal. Things you can look forward to from me in the future: Dark Souls Remastered. It's going to be the big thing for a little bit on the channel. I'm working on those Let's Plays every day. I at least record 1 or 2 episodes every day. And I want to finish that series before I move on to anything else. Destiny 2 expansion year 2 is coming out in September. E3 is coming up. We're going to have a lot of E3 coverage, and I'm definitely going to be there for that. Sky Noon, I made 1 video on it, and they've had their second beta period, but I was pretty busy that week, so I couldn't play it. But it's about to launch to early access for $15, actually, and when it comes out on early access, you can bet your ass I'll be there and I'll be covering that game. It's very interesting, very unique, and I can't wait to play it again. Anything else? Rainbow Six is about to launch year 3 season 2, Operation Parabellum. I'll be making some videos about that. I also have a general my thoughts and perspective on Rainbow Six. You got to keep in mind, I've played Counter-Strike Go. I put 3,000 hours over 5 years in that game, so I got a pretty good perspective on competitive shooters. And I want to kind of share my experience of getting into Siege with you guys. I think that'll be a very interesting video instead of just doing a review, more of a perspective type video. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. You guys can hit the like button, subscribe for more. I'll leave a link to some videos in the end card. You can check those out. You can find our social media in the description. I tweet about memes, and I'll tweet about relevant shit too. So make sure you follow me on Twitter. Follow everybody on Twitter to keep updated with what's going on. Other than that, guys, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in the next video.
Yo.